So with a 17mm socket, we're going to go ahead and loosen the exhaust manifold bolts that connect it to the turbo. I'm going to try doing it with the cordless hammer. Sweet, it worked. And with the swivel socket, it really helps to get the rest of them. Go. Now this bolt is the tight one. We'll see if the swivel can reach in there. Seems pretty tight. It's tricky to get in there, but I think with a little bit of maneuvering, we'll be able to get the swivel in there. So I took out this wobble joint here, and it was just a little bit too fat and long right there. So I had to get more of just a direct shot to it, and now I'm able to take this off a lot easier. Sure seems to be kind of stuck on there. Now we'll try a 3/8 breaker bar. And there we go, I feel it moving. That's what we wanted to see. So that really is what we needed and what worked. Now I think we can take it out the rest of the way with the impact hammer. Now with the swivel extension, we should be able to get it out the rest of the way. Whoop. I want to be careful not to strip it, but there we go. That bolt broke loose, and it sure is coming out now. Not sure. Okay, good. They left enough room. And now that exhaust manifold is loose. So I have a 12mm socket on there. I'll try it with the small impact to see if it can get it. Nice. Sure is nice when this thing takes those bolts off. So now I'm just gonna work my way around and take off all the other ones. So it seems like this is the first bolt where the impact isn't getting it off. Oh, there we go. It finally came off. That's good. So on those bottom bolts, they can be really tough, but this wobble extension really helps. It just has a little bit of a curve there on the end. So when I put my socket on, I have a wobble there. And that makes it so much easier. That little bit of wobble just makes the world of a difference where I can get those bolts. So now we'll try taking it off with the breaker. There we go, felt it snap. That's what we wanted to feel. Now we'll go ahead and try it again with the impact. There we go, with that breaker bar, when we broke it loose, that made it possible to get them out. And this is actually one of the bolts, and that was probably why it was harder to get off. Actually, this is one of the studs. You can see this part wasn't supposed to come out. This bolt's just so rusted on. The last bolt on the exhaust manifold here is pretty tricky because of the exhaust. So I'm gonna try taking it off with this swivel joint here, and hopefully that'll work. Ooh. Nope, that's not working. I don't want to strip this off. So I have the 1/4" drive ratchet with a 12mm socket, and now I'm finally able to fit in there. There we go, and break that bolt loose. Nothing else fits in here except for that 1/4" ratchet. Sometimes you just gotta have the 1/4" sockets and ratchets to be able to actually fit in here. So this ratchet, the 1/4" drive ratchet, really did its part. That was so hard to get off. I couldn't imagine doing it without the 1/4" ratchet. So now on the last bolt, it was a little bit too much for the impact, but the ratchet definitely is getting it. And I can just start to see the entire exhaust manifold start to shake and come off. So I can take the last bolt out. Pull this out. Oh good, the bolt's in there. I was hoping it didn't fall, because I've dropped so many of these already. Alright, let's go ahead and try to wiggle off the exhaust manifold. It's loose, but I've got to find a way to get it out of there. There we go. Now we can take a look at those valves, and this looks like it's in pretty good shape as well.